All right, you thought it was a good start to the week. I mean, having a bye week, you're going to get 2 practices in this week. You're still getting some good work. Trying to focus on fundamentals, take a little bit off of the just the physical pounding, but still getting the work necessary that we need to see. It was an okay day. So there were some guys that had a much better mindset than others, but in reality, we're going to get what we're willing to put in. And there's some guys that have seen the examples of what it looks like when you prepare, and I've also seen the examples of what it is when you get caught going through the motions. We've got to make sure we're making the right choice in how we're going to approach every day. And this world is there to distract you. And you go through and you have a bye week. Everybody wants to exhale. Everybody wants to take it easy. Every time you step on this field, you got to go be your best, and that's going to be the standard of how we're going to operate. We're going to continue to challenge, continue to push towards that, and the guys that are going to make that impact are going to rise to that standard in everything that we do. But I thought, all in all, we got quality work, for the most part, and we'll come back out tomorrow and get another kind of modified day for our team to get better in the areas we need to improve.
Is that to be expected, or are you kind of disappointed by that?
I would say I'm disappointed, and yes, sir. Not to be expect. I don't ever expect people to not give everything they have with every moment that they get. So, that in my comments when I said it's disappointing that would happen. Yes. Don't like that.
Is it good to see Jordan come back after a game and look pretty?
Yeah, he's continuing to push. I thought he came out of the game as probably as good as he's come out of a game since he's been here. I thought he also did a nice job of managing his body throughout it. There were times that he was diving forward in critical situations. There were times that he was sliding whenever he was, when it got to a point where there was, probably nothing more positive that was going to happen. But it was good to see him getting that work.
Malik made a few plays today. Obviously, everybody looks at the touchdown, but I know Kenny and the coach at Children's was talking about his blocking and the role he played there. I guess when a true freshman who kind of takes to that quickly, how much easier does that make them getting on the field so quickly?
No, I thought it was really good for him, and there were some things some different looks, that were not necessarily expected, that he adjusted to on the fly. His physicality in the run game, I thought he played his best game. Yes, you look at the stat sheet, it's 1 catch for a touchdown, but on the flip side of it, just his the playing without the ball in his hands, some of the things he did in his routes, I was really pleased with his performance.
Has Dylan met or exceeded the expectations when you guys saw him?
I expected to get a good player, and we got one. And the thing that, in the conversations, once he went in the portal and we got to start, getting to know him, the leadership, the passion for the culture of that room, and who we are, what we represent. I think he's uplifted that room in a lot of different ways. The fact that he's going out there and he's playing, at a high level is obviously why we brought him here. But I think we're getting even more than that. And you watch that game, and I thought he really stood out. Obviously got recognized as the offensive lineman of the week, and that's a great thing. But it's because of the mentality he played with. He was physical. He helped create space. I know I mentioned that in the press conference yesterday, but it was it's good to see that coming, and we needed it. And I thought he performed at a high level.
We've seen Coach Corian out here a few times. I know you were at the game Saturday. I don't know what relationship you're able to strike up with him, but what can you learn from someone like him? Building that program into what it is.
Man, he's phenomenal. He's the coach that he is, the person, the mind. Always looking for that edge and that insight, and we were able to share some things, this off season that he presented to. Things with our program that I think have really benefited us, and any opportunity I get to be around him, I'm going to take advantage of that. And obviously it's honored that he come out to our practices and be able to see how we do things.
Expounding on that a little bit, how much have you learned from him about more the mental side of managing a team?
Well, you get to see the works of his career, and just how talking about establishing a culture, and being able to look into all other aspects of, it's one thing to look at the physical, and that's it's important. You got to have people that can go out there and physically do the job, but also the mental awareness, mental preparation, things that we're very similar philosophically in how, the approach to it. But just being able to rely on some of the things that he's done, I think is a benefit for all.
Okay.
All right, thank you guys. Appreciate it.